Okay, hi, how are you? This video is just about the basics of how I built my solar panel frame, I guess. This is just the design requirements were I just made it with stuff kicking around my shop. So it's 2x3 down the middle, and these are just scraps of plywood that I already had an 8-foot length, so they're about 6.5 inches wide. Screw them to the 2x3 and the lengths that you need, and then what's going to happen is I'll mount all the solar panels on, screw them on, and maybe there'll be a second video showing how that goes. Okay, so I'm back. I have mounted all of my solar panels onto the frame that I made. The cross pieces I mentioned are about 6.5 tall, I guess, and they're about 23 inches wide. Again, I just made this stuff up with scrap. The reason I made it with a center 2x4 like that is I want to play around with tracking the sun, so I want to be able to turn it, and I figured it'd be the easiest way to do it. I was going to use a galvanized pipe, and then I found this in the shop, and I figure that's a good place to start. It's not really weatherproof right now. It's not painted or all that sort of stuff. This is kind of a temporary frame, so this should be fine. In the morning I'll set it up and let you have a peek, and we'll see what kind of watts we're generating. Okay, bye for now. Okay, we're back, and this is my solar panels mounted on the board from last night. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't expect to have this standing up tall like that all the time, but this morning, in order to catch a fair bit of light, I've tipped it up on a crazy angle. I've got to go to work today, so I'll put it on a reasonable angle, probably leaning on a chair or something for now, and head off to work. But anyway, those two panels on the top are from Princess Auto. They're about, I think they're rated at 18 watts max each. That middle section there's a 1.8 watt on either side and a 5 watt in the middle, and the very bottom panel I think is rated at 9 watts max. So anyway, I've got all those tied together and wired on the back, and then this wire comes out and goes to my grid tie inverter, which I guess I could go this way. It's 300 watts. Told I shouldn't be pushing more than about 250 through it, and it's only about 75% efficient. Anyway, that cable goes over to my watt meter, and as you can see, right now I'm doing about 13 watts. One other thing I'll mention is I made a very expensive instrument. I don't know, I guess you can see the shadow of the spike. It's a drywall screw actually, but it's as perpendicular to the board. What I do is I stick it on there, and then you can tell by the shadow how perfectly aligned with the sun. You can see the shadow disappear as I tip it forward. That would mean if I tip my whole board forward, it'll be a little bit more perpendicular to the sun. Anyway, just more ramblings. I also added a little board on the bottom just for stability while it's in this temporary stage. Like I said, I'm kind of thinking of putting that 2x3, mounting it so it's like a spit, so I can turn it, so I'll have a single axis sun tracker. But if that doesn't happen, you know, it's still reasonably stable right now. And anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoy. Bye for now. Well, this is the way that I have to leave this for the day. I gotta go to work. It was pointing directly at the sun, getting about 13 watts through the grid tie inverter, and in this position it's getting about 3, well, just bumped up to 6 for some reason. Anyway, in the middle of the day it should get a little better, and anyway, just a little update there.